We will move to group 5 cations. Group 5 cations is including barium cations, Ba2+, strontium cations, Sr2+, and calcium cations, Ca2+. In this test, we'll be focusing into calcium cations. So first of all, we'll be preparing a salt solution. So the solution, the salt we are using is calcium chloride, CaCl2. A pinch of the salt is collected with a spatula. Then distilled water is added to the salt. Then we shake a little bit to dissolve the salt. Now my solution contains Ca2+. To this salt solution, we'll be adding a group reagent. Group reagent is consisting of ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide, and ammonium carbonate. So I will be adding ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide, and ammonium carbonate to my solution, and I am expecting a white precipitate to form. Here I am adding the group reagent one by one. It's very clear the precipitate is there. This white precipitate means that a cation of group 5 is present, but we know from the beginning, this is a known salt, we know from the beginning that calcium is there. So it's very clear the white precipitate in the test tube. That means a cation of group 5 is a confirmatory test for calcium. We'll be making a salt solution like we did previously. With a spatula, we collect a pinch of the salt. We place it in the test tube. Then we add some distilled water to dissolve it. This is what we call salt solution. This is what we call salt solution. To the salt solution, we'll be adding some acetic acid and ammonium oxalate. If a white precipitate is obtained, this is confirming that calcium is present. So to my salt solution, I'll be adding some acetic acid, drops of acetic acid. Then I will be adding some ammonium oxalate solution. If a white precipitate forms, we know that it will be forming. There is no surprise because from the beginning I know what is my salt. So I know what cations are present. So you can easily notice that the white precipitate is there. This confirms that my cation is calcium. Another confirmatory test for calcium is the flame test. To do this one properly, we'll be collecting a nichrome wire. This nichrome wire should be dipped inside HCl, concentrated HCl solution. Then this nichrome wire will be exposed to a flame to remove any impurities or any traces of another salt, another cation. So it should be cleaned first. When there is no change in the color of the flame, that means my nichrome wire is cleaned and ready to be used. A small amount of my salt, a pinch with the spatula, we can place it in a watch glass. To this one we'll be adding 1-2 drops of concentrated hydrochloric acid to make a paste. Then now we have to dip the wire, nichrome wire, inside this salt or solution. Then we'll be exposing to a flame. If a brick red flame is there, this is a confirmatory test of calcium. Now I am exposing one. You can see the flame. Brick red. I will do it. You can see the brick red flame. This is the confirmatory test for calcium.